How the hell are you? So this isn't clickbait. I did buy this car 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. And I'm actually going to sell it. I've seen other people make videos of these where they found like a barn find M3 or some shit, and they're getting a bunch of views. And I'm like, you know what? Shit, fuck it. I'm going to make a video because although this wasn't a barn find, I'll give you the backstory on it. Let's turn the... Not that one. This one. Look at this beauty. So, this was posted up on Facebook. It was a no title car. It was non-running, and it was reported to have 58,000 miles on it, which the odometer does say 58,000 miles. You can turn this around. Well, it's never as good as you see. It seems. So, I'm in Maryland. This dude's in Southern Maryland. I go down there, check it out. I take cash with me. I'm not going to tell you all what I paid, but I got a really good deal on what I thought was a 58,000 mile car. It's not. It's still a good deal on E36 M3, regardless. It's manual, it's a coupe, it's got full black interior. The Vaders were shot. I traded them away. I'll get to that in a few minutes. Anyway, I bought it because I got into 3 Series for some fucking reason. I like hating myself and working on these stupid things. And, yeah, the intention was always to flip it. So I am going to be selling this car. I am flipping it. I don't make enough money at my main job. I didn't go to college. I did go to college, but I didn't get a degree. I got to trade it. We're tangenting off. I don't make enough money at my job, so I flip on the side. So that was always the end goal with this car. I got a Carfax on it. The story was, it was this dude that was selling it or parting it out. He wasn't sure what he wanted to do. It was his cousin who was in jail. And I was like, fucking cool. That's just what I like to hear. So he gave me the VIN. I ran a Carfax on it, made sure it was clean because he didn't have a title for it. If y'all don't know about Vermont loopholes, it's not really a loophole because it's legal, but it's kind of a loophole-ish. What you need is a bill of sale. You have to have bought a vehicle legally. The vehicle can't be stolen or repossessed or, not allowed to be owned by you, me, whoever. And it has to be at least 15 years old. So you hit those 3 things, you're good to go. You pay NADA value, taxes-wise, to Vermont, and they will ship you back a registration. Now, Vermont doesn't issue titles for vehicles over 15 years. So what you do with that registration is that's essentially your title. If you want, you can just leave it in the state of Vermont because they send you tags with it, get insurance for it, slap the tags on, you're good to go. Or you can then take that registration to the Maryland DMV, or whatever state you are, and trade that registration in, and you'll get a clean title in your name, in your state, for that vehicle. It's amazing. I call it a loophole because it should be a loophole. It sounds like a loophole, but it's not. It's completely legal. It's crazy. I think they're going to crack down on it. People like me should stop making videos like this because then more people know about it. It's going to get exploited and we're going to lose it. But, fuck it. Take it while you can. So I did that. Got a title for it. I chased around a bunch of issues. I'll do a walk around here. I could not get this thing started. It would turn over, but it would not fire up. So I replaced I had fuel, I didn't have spark. I started with a crank position sensor. So that's a common thing that you need for spark. It's an OBD1 car, it's a 95, so this was the only year that they made the S50 motor in the States. In 96, they came out with the S52. It's got, someone put a stupid fucking turbo badge on the back. I don't know, I haven't gotten rid of it yet. And passport and... let's see, I did a lot of work to this thing. I chased around a bunch of issues. I did the fuel filter, fuel pump, of course, pumped all the old gas out. It was fucking nasty. The inside was gross. The driver window was actually halfway down for the last 5 years. He made a half-ass attempt at putting like a bag over top of the window right here, to cover it up, and look, it's a little down right now actually. Well, I fixed it, got the window up. It actually does go all the way up. I guess I just didn't put it all the way. And the inside was gross. It had Vaders in it, and I traded those out for some sport seats, some electronic sport seats, which are in pretty good condition. That one needs those switches installed over there. This one is good to go. I know it looks a little worn, but trust me, these Vaders, the driver's seat was like a 1 out of 10 for condition. Passenger was like a 5 or 6. These are in much better condition. This inside was gross when I got it. I know that has that one spot right there, but it's got the M shit on it. You know, whatever, fuck it. Didn't have door cards on it. Looked into them. They're expensive as fuck. I don't know why. Shit. And it had the hood pins on it, which I'm not a fan of, but whatever. It also had open headers on it. Aftermarket headers. Open headers. And it was loud as fuck when I first got it fired up. Like, trust me, I was pumped. I was like, fuck yeah, I got it running. That's dope. That's dope. But loud as shit. So what it actually ended up being, after I chased my tail like 18 times. Sorry, Dad walked around asking a question. So I was all hyped up on it, whatnot. It was running. What it actually ended up being was the ECU. I didn't think it was, because I got another ECU off of car-parts.com. Awesome website. It's essentially junkyards, like one-off junkyards, that will sell you parts that are parting out cars, because the internet is the new way, and, you know, that's how they reach different people. I bought, of course, no warranty or anything on it. I bought this ECU from a 95 M3 out of Florida, Georgia, or somewhere, and it came in, and I had fuel pump. No, I had spark, but no fuel pump. And I was like, what the fuck? Did this thing like destroy a fuel pump? So I put a different fuel pump in it. Still nothing. I stole it from this car over here. And I'm like, I know that's a good fuel pump. Put in it. Nothing. So then I actually ended up getting a third ECU after looking at a bunch of different issues again. And this is a chipped ECU off of eBay. And I usually don't like eBay or PayPal. Fuck all that shit. But it had a guarantee that it would work, so it was a good ECU. So I got it, I put it in here. 95s didn't have the EWS bullshit, allegedly. I don't know, some did if they're a late model, I think, but this one didn't, and it fired up, and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool, let's go. So then I had the interior deep cleaned. Let's see if we can get down here. Carpet's like clean now. This thing was so disgusting when I first got it. This carpet down here, all kinds of clean. Didn't have door cards. They're fucking stupid expensive, so I put these cheap panels on. They don't look the best, but they look better than not having anything there. The trunk, I had to constantly crawl through and hit this little rod right here. With the rear seats out, you had to hit a rod right here to release this. So I fixed that, but now my key doesn't want to turn the lock. I'm like, god damn it. If it ain't one thing, it's another. So I've just been leaving the trunk, you know, hang down like that. And I put a full exhaust on it because the open headers were loud as shit. Now, I'm going to be selling this. When I went to list it, I put the VIN up, and someone found another report that wasn't Carfax, and it showed, now Carfax said there might be something weird going on with the mileage, but it didn't ever report any higher mileage than 58,000, what the odometer says. Now, this guy posted some other link where he found it had reported as 170 back in like 2008. I know this thing has been sitting since like 2015, 2016. So everyone's saying, oh no, look at that body, it's terrible. And I'm like, look, it sat outside with the window half down for the last 5 years. The fuck do you expect to look like? It was outside, halfway under a tree, just been getting beat on, a cat's been crawling on it, the clear coat shot. They were just giving me a whole lot of shit, and the underside of this thing is, let's see if we can, I don't know if we can see or not, but typical rust areas, right here, everything is solid. I had this thing up on my lift, and it's just so solid underneath. So I'm like, okay, well, the underside being rust free says that it only has 58,000. Now, my BMW, my 328, is also solid on the other side. It has one spot where it's like a little surface rusty, but that's got 210,000 on it. I was just blown away. So I was like, I don't know, the underside says that it is. I know the interior is rough, but motor fires right up. It's got the valve tick because it hasn't ran in years, and I've only driven it sporadically. But yeah, so I've had this thing now 8 months, somewhere like that, and I'm going to be listing it for sale. These stupid hood pins. I'm not even going to pop the hood because it's just a stock S50. There's nothing to see. We are missing a fog light down there. It needs paint, or it needs a wrap of some sort. And that's about that. I don't really know what the point of these videos are. Maybe to inspire people to go like drive through old neighborhoods, try and not be creepy about it, but you know, look in people's backyards while you're driving by. Don't trespass. That's not good. Knock on doors. It can be sketchy. Maybe have someone with you. ask people if they want to sell their shit. Just get talking to people, and there's still deals out there to be had. I kind of stole this thing, in my opinion, with the higher mileage. I mean, mileage doesn't really matter, but I think I can probably get around 10 for this thing, if not more, and I paid a lot less than that for it. Now, granted, I have maybe 700-800 into it, but it's still a pretty solid flip. And yeah, thanks for watching.